So you know what's going on, life interviews with Bill. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time interviewing a couple. Look at me, I'm stepping it up. Alright, so let's start this off. The way we started off every time is just a basic introduction from, you guys.
We are Mr. and Mrs. Henry.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
No, that's
You're kidding. You kind of, just talk. Finish.
Okay.
You know there's no edits. I'll say this. There's no edits. You go one live.
What's your name?
Just finish
Nice
yourself.
to meet you. I just did.
No, what do you mean nice to meet me? The camera.
You lit.
Why you give her a look at me?
I apologize. Let me hold this down.
Okay.
I don't
Hey,
want
how
that
are
no
you?
more.
Back up, how are you? Do you want to risk it? No, you can't.
It's gonna fall.
It's good. It's good. I got it.
Alright, so yeah.
For the free?
So, for the free ski? I can't deal with you. Alright, so, boom. Mr. and Mrs. Henry. Small backstory from each one of you guys. Whoever wants to start. Interview mode.
Small backstory.
Yeah. Just,
Alright, boom. Right?
Mm.
Jamaica. Is what I said?
Mm-hmm.
In
You
the
gotta speak up,
market-
speak up.
In the market, Jamaica, who was a vendor, you see me? Hustler.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
what I say.
man.
I sell shit, me and my mother, is me I say, and like we go there, we go to market on Fridays, and we sleep over to the Saturdays, but the Friday nights be the most, we can't forget it, right? Because we used to sleep on crates and shit, like pallets, actual pallets, you know, the wooden pallets.
Yeah, I know.
I would like buy cardboards and shit and spread it on the pallets. You know, chapalin. I'm just not trying to get the words confused because I know Americans call it some other shit.
Okay.
Just
But we call it chapalins, but I think the right word is tapalin. It's this blue plastic shit that people,
Tarps.
whatever y'all call it.
Yeah.
And we would do that.
Okay.
And me and her would like camp out every weekend. And it's just, it's work, but it's like, it's fun in a way, you know what I mean? Like going to the market and all
Work
that.
is fun.
All the family.
Those questions are
All
coming.
my family and everybody right there, you know? And finally, boom, touching at the US, you know, touchdown. Got Clarkston. I never meet you at Clarkston, but
No.
you know, make a great connection.
Make a
you see
great
me?
connection.
I
So
will
you
create,
know.
I will create a Nyla, Naomi, anyway, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody will know her, knows that she's beautiful, smart, you don't know, we're proud. You see me?
It's my backstory.
Okay. In the elementary school. I don't know.
Just
I mean,
talk, or whatever. You ever been to Africa?
Yeah.
Just talk. You
I was-
remember? Or
I
were you
was-
too young?
I was too young. I was
Okay.
Just
born
small
here.
backstory. We gonna get into the specifics.
Alright, so I was born here in the US, but my parents are from West Africa and
If somebody car, they
Power steering.
time
You know.
yeah, my
Alright,
parents are from West Africa, Togo, so I say I'm from Togo, you know. But I was born and raised here. Yeah, I've been since like when I was little. Haven't been back since.
Okay.
We'll plan on it when we get married.
Okay. So that's the small backstory. All right. So I have a few generic questions. And we'll start off with this one. And you guys can answer independently. Would you rather work for security or happiness? And okay, let me explain what I mean by that. When I say security, would you want to work a job that you get treated like, you get treated very badly, you get disrespected, people demean you, like they belittle you, they make you, like they hold you down, but you get paid good money and you're able to support your family, you're able to make sure that everyone around you is okay and they're all nice and good, no problems as far as like making sure that financially you're okay, but mentally it's a mental drain at that job? Or would you rather work a job where, hypothetically speaking, you barely make enough to get by, but when you go every day, you wake up and you're happy to go to work and you're ready to work, and it's like you don't get paid good, you barely survive, and you can't. I'm not gonna say you can't support, but you can barely support your family. And I mean, for different people, family's different things. So so in that explanation, would you rather work for security or happiness?
You go first.
Alright. On multiple occasions, see? Alright, happiness. Alright, more than say like, I don't know if I can slide like in between the middle of security and happiness.
There's no middle.
Because
You gotta pick and choose.
well, but let me say this first, right?
Okay.
That's why I'm like business minded, right?
Right.
Because more create the environment what me want. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And the experience that me want to create my own.
Right.
But I guess you can't just start at the top. You know what I mean? I have to start
Exactly.
from somewhere. So in the beginning, like say you're a beginner, right? Yeah, go with what makes you happy. For example, when I was younger in Jamaica, I wanted to be a soldier in the Jamaica Defense Force. Now, they don't get paid a lot. They get paid like $10,000 Jamaican dollars a month.
What does that convert to US dollars? Sorry
Yeah. That's like fucking $90
and US dollars a month.
for the month. Imagine making $90 for the month, right? But being a uniformed personnel in Jamaica, it makes you feel good, right? It gives you that feeling. It makes you happy because
Right.
people is fucking proud.
Respect.
And I didn't know that they was getting paid that small much of money until I got here, right? So I'm saying, shit, I'm here complaining about my job, you know, that I'm not making enough. And the job that I really wanted to do back in Jamaica wasn't even paying me quarter of what I'm making now, right? I'm making what, 4 or 5 times what they making. And I don't think I'm happy as I would have been if I was in the US Army.
Oh, in the Jamaica Defense
sorry.
Force, yeah.
I keep mixing the
Yeah,
army.
you good,
because
you good,
I like
you
the
good.
army.
I
was
understand
thinking
exactly
about
where you're coming from.
the Jamaican army, right? I'm still not as happy as I would have been if I was doing that army, right? So that was my younger stage. I would have been happy, but at this point in my life, I think I would have go with security because I got like a whole family and shit. I got little babies, I got house, I got bills, I got crazy bills coming in. You know what I mean? I can't tell my
Yeah, you don't have to say anything you don't want to say.
No, I can't tell my renters people or insurance or my internet people that shit I chose happiness, so y'all gotta give me another month to pay y'all shit. It's just the real world, you know what I mean? And we just gotta face it.
That's the real world, but
And I just gotta do what I gotta do to survive. You know
so
what I
you
mean?
prefer
So in my spare time, you know what I do, that makes me happy.
that's happiness.
So let's say I work at Amazon Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's for the money. And my shit that I do on Sunday, Monday, that's what makes us happy. We don't make a lot of money. We just out there chilling, doing us, laughing the whole time.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I try to cut my time up, like share myself between, like I make time for myself to be, happy.
So
time for me.
You basically created a medium where you can achieve happiness and security.
Yeah.
I gotta jot that down because I want to get back to that because that's a really good point. What about you? Security or happiness?
I don't like nobody fucking with my mental, but cause I don't know. It's just me. Like, and if I'm in a job and I feel like, boom, you constantly fucking with me, then I feel like I gotta, I'd rather choose my happiness over someone. Like, if I feel like I don't have to be there, then I just don't have to be there. So I'd rather choose my happiness because I know that mentally I cannot do that.
Okay. So, all right. So back to you. You've basically.
Is that that game?
There's a couple of different games in here.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know how to play any of them besides chess and checkers.
No, but the game.
God damn, you sound like you driving my truck.
No, the game that we got.
That's that right there.
I
That
think
looks like
I
it.
don't know.
Let me see.
Ludi.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like
That's,
It's
that looks like
they just
like
drive different. It's the same.
sorry.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're born here.
Sorry,
Sometimes.
American
You're
game,
born
but
here, you go around and come back up. They
Yeah.
just stole that from me. It's okay.
they stole it from y'all.
Yeah, they stole
Yeah,
everything.
facts.
I bought,
That's what
but
it
they,
is.
I
Started
bought,
out
I bought
like-
this set from Goodwill for like $1.99.
Yeah.
For real?
That's it says Goodwill right here, $1.99.
I gotta start going to Goodwill.
Damn, man, listen.
we need to go.
Yeah, I gotta spend more time in Goodwill. But boom. All right, so you've chosen to have a happy medium or to have a medium, which is an answer I don't normally accept, but that's something that you've actually already accomplished in your
Yeah,
life.
that's what I'm doing right now. That's
Right.
what I'm living.
So
I
you've
created it
chosen that
myself.
medium.
Yeah.
How does that treat you mentally? And remember, you don't have to answer any question. Anything
Look,
you feel like you
it's
don't want to answer,
good.
just say
It
fast.
treats me good mentally because, like, I get fucked up.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
Stop tripping. Okay. I do my regular job. I don't really like it, but then, I try to fit some shit in to make me comfortable because I know what makes me comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I got my headphones in, even though there's no headphones. But who the fuck gonna work 12 hours just standing up? Like, don't be on your phone, no headphones, no nothing, right?
Right.
I got my shit in my ears playing stuff that I enjoy, you know what I mean?
Right, and that makes it bigger.
Type of music or some comedy shit making me laugh, everybody looking at me crazy, I don't care. I'm laughing. Why you screwing? You know what I mean?
Right.
And Monday, me and the boys out there, we just chilling.
Chilling,
we
having
happy
fun.
as hell. In the
Facts,
sun,
facts.
the cold air, whatever
Facts.
it is.
Actually,
it makes us happy.
I don't know how many people follow me. Well, I know I got exactly 174 people on YouTube. If any of y'all enjoy, all of y'all are in Georgia. Actually, majority of y'all, like 125 of y'all, are in Georgia. My boy be out here on Memorial Drive Mondays and Sundays, $15 plates. Y'all come support my boy. Don't play. I'll be out there. I missed last week because I had to. All right, wait till I get my truck back in here. You gonna see something.
No, that's an actual truck.
But all right, boom. Y'all come support my boy. So my next question. This is still a generic question before we get into personals. Do you think money changes people?
Yeah, no doubt.
Why?
Definitely.
Why?
Because with money, without money, you looking at somebody with money like, oh, if I had that, I would be better, right? People with money look at them like, oh, you don't got you know where I'm at, so I'm better than you. Like, when you got money, you could do stuff that you could never even think about, just wasting it, doing things. Because we look at all these rappers spending $12 on chains and shit, and I'm looking at it like I would use that pay bills or
All right.
buy a car or stuff like that.
All right.
But I feel like money definitely does change people.
So do you think when everybody gets money they become frugal? Meaning
Not
like when
everybody.
people. Well, that's kind of the question. Like generally, on a general basis, when some like let's say hypothetically, right? You hit the lottery. Do you think that's gonna make you change your outlook? Like, okay, boom. Instead of paying my bills now, actually, I want to go get a nice fit. Actually, I want to, like.
Nah, we talked about this.
If I hit the lottery, like, boom, right? I'm gonna make sure like a shelter over your head that's secured. So you're gonna get a nice house.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get unnecessary shit. Most of that money gonna go in making businesses, right?
Right.
And I know a lot of people say shit, and then when they actually get the money, they be on some other shit. But like, I've seen people who actually been there, and people who tell you like their actual life stories. I've seen people, fucking billionaires, went back to zero and shit. So I think I would have been smart with it. And sometimes I think like we're human, right?
Right.
We don't have like much control over shit. Because a lot of people say stuff, and when it comes up, they do other stuff. So you just, whatever you believe in, you know what I mean? God, Jesus Christ, Holla Buddha, whatever the fuck it is, you pray to that God, you know what I mean? And you ask that you stay the same. Because people do change.
So you do or you don't think money changes people? And I'll have a statement to make at the end of this question.
I
You do.
I do think
And
money
you also
changes
agree.
people.
My small statement, because during interviewing my cousin, I started talking it a lot. So I guess I'll keep on chopping it up. Basically, my belief is that I believe that money amplifies the person that you were before you got the money.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is if you were the type of person that we'll just use appearance and security, right? If you're the type of person that, you know, we just use $100. You get $100 versus going to pay your phone bill versus putting some gas in your vehicle versus paying your insurance, you're gonna go and get some shoes. Right? So now when you get 100,000, I personally believe you do the same.
Yeah.
So I can't necessarily tell you that I believe money will change people, but I do think it amplifies that person's behavior.
That's still change.
I don't think there's change.
No, it's not. Because if you already thinking like that, you just don't got the money to act like how you want to act.
You don't, you don't have the money to act how you want to act, but once you have it, you will, right?
Okay, look, right? I think, like, if something controls the way you think, then that thing controls you. For example, the government. I can't say too much funny
Nah,
shit.
say,
on
talk,
YouTube,
man,
dude.
talk.
Nah,
You good. We're small
man.
YouTube. You good. Yes, you can. I got lawyers, man. We good over here.
I mean, all right, let's say the stimulus that came out, right?
Boom. Actually, yeah. When the stimulus came out,
Yeah.
right?
I didn't even.
I don't want to say how'd you spend that. Prioritize that in security, or do you think you prioritize that in?
Let's talk about like the real
So I didn't get no stimulus. Did you get stimulus? Cause I didn't get shit. But most of the people that I've seen that did get it, be pulling up at like Victoria's Secret and be like, "Here's some cash. What's your secret?" Shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pull up at McDonald's. Go fix your ice cream machine. Yeah.
And you gotta understand,
You know what I
real
mean?
life, you gotta understand. All right,
It's
where
like
these
some funny shit. Like they just like what is, you know what I mean? Like, and
Just
I
free
think that fucked up a whole lot of shit.
Well, yeah, no. Personally,
Prices
I think the stimulus did fuck up a lot of stuff because it
People
inflated
started quitting
American
their
dollars.
job. Shortage started. You know what I mean? Ain't
But these are
nobody
people who still
employees.
needed their job because $1,200 is not gonna hold. $1,200 goes by in 2-3 days.
Exactly. So why did people quit their job for that?
Everybody, I didn't get unemployment. I was unemployed. I never.
Was why they was quitting their unemployment. They was giving out unemployment.
Yeah, unemployment money. That was
Stimulus
going on
ain't
the
had nothing to
same
do with
time
it.
with the stimulus.
So okay.
My
Boom.
bad. I ain't
Yeah.
No, you good. We can take some small injections if they're interview related.
okay.
All right. Do you think money changes people? You already answered that. Security or happiness? All right. So let's get to it. We're here. And this is probably take a little personal until not personal, but this will be like individuals until like we get to like I guess whenever you guys met. You guys remember elementary school at all?
Yeah.
How was that for you?
I don't know why I don't know. Okay. So I went to Dunere Elementary School from pre-K to 5th grade, and then I ended up leaving there and went to Indian Creek. So at Dunere, it was mostly a lot of, like, I still know, you know, Christina, Naia, all of them. Like, a lot of the people that went to Clarkson with us went to, I knew them since elementary school. So at my elementary school, we probably only had, like, one Asian kid, and he was more black than Asian. I think his name was, like, William. So basically, our elementary school was a lot of black kids, African, black, and a few like whites and a few like not like probably like 2 white kids.
Okay.
You know? So then when I left,
Well, before you go to when you left, academically, academically, and I want to say like hobbies. You know, what were they like for you?
I thought school was just fun. Like I don't know. When I was little, I loved school. Like I used to always want like big projects. Want to do extra stuff. Like I thought I don't know. I thought I was smart.
Okay. Elementary school or like grade school?
Basic school.
Basic school, yeah.
They so backwards.
I don't know. I mean, we like
Basic was middle school.
No, that's elementary.
British shit. You know, basic school. What they call it over your country?
What's middle school?
Middle school. Okay, look. We got basic
Primary
school. Basic school. I think what y'all call pre-K. And then primary school starts at grade 1 to grade 6. Then you graduate from grade 6 to high school. So high school starts at 7 to 12.
7 to 12, yeah. That's that because they're on a different timing. They're British, and Haitians are French. But American is a little bit British. So
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to be.
Nope. America is nothing British.
well, it's not British, but it's a bastard-sized. It is a bastard-sized British country.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like Haiti is a bastard-sized French country, and then Jamaica would be a bastard-sized British country.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
It even comes down to like the way we eat meals. Like you guys would probably, the upper echelons would probably eat with forks,
And then knife and fork.
Right, and then the lower
African,
echelon
they eat with their hands.
or a spoon. So.
Yeah, a spoon.
So it's just little stuff, but it's not degrading to us because it's just where we're I don't know what the word is, but it's just where we're identified as.
Oh.
So primary school then, not even basic school, primary school.
Primary school. Primary school in Jamaica is fucking wild, really wild. Like go on field trips and shit, like especially sport. What? What you say? Okay, it's like sports event, like sports day. When sports day is coming up, is wild.
That's in
like
primary school.
Day?
Primary school, whatever y'all call it. We say sports day, right? Okay, look. Okay, my primary school was Calabar Primary School, right? That's in the middle of downtown Kingston, St. Andrew.
So you're from Kingston?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see, the school is decent. They keep it clean. The principal is decent. My people know the principal and everything. You see, if you walk in one of them classrooms, like the grade maybe 5 or 6. Cause Jamaica is all about like dance. Y'all call it dry humping. The whole class would be dry humping.
In class?
Literally, like the teacher leaves, no joke.
In class?
Everybody dry humping. We said daga, right? Like daga. No, not fucking.
They dancing.
Not literally fucking. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to be doing that too. The whole class used to be doing it. You know what I mean? It's just fun.
Cause that's the culture.
It's just fun. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So okay. So I have my question for you, but okay. So boom. Academically wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay. So what I didn't really like about it, it's like they pick out. Let's say for example, it's 10 students in the school, right? These 3 students are slow. They don't pick up as fast. They put all the slow people in one class, the middle people in a different class, and the students that they consider as smart and learn fast, they put them in a different class.
You mind if I ask you which class you were categorized in?
The middle class.
Okay.
Right? So I think like, okay, to go to high school in grade 6, you have to take a test called GSAT. And it's based on your grades depending on what high school you go to, right? So let's say the slow class got a 60. They will go to that school. The middle class got that. They'll go to that school. And then there's also a Calabar High School. That's like the top high schools and shit. So you know how I say they got different classes? The high schools are like the actual classes. Slow people go to that school. So it's all just ghetto school.
So to understand it, boom, and primary school, they kind of group you guys by how you understand and by how you comprehend. But once you go to high school, there's a there's a slower comprehending high school. Then there's a medium level comprehending high school, and then there's a premier high school.
From in primary school, right? So it's just like separation. In the test, students will cheat, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
The
America
student would
too.
cheat to like pass the test. So the system value grades more than like what you actually learn.
Yeah,
Cause even the smart students, they cheat cause they want to be,
they want to be at the top.
you know what I mean? So that's what they value, grades.
So
They more than like
more than
kinda like-
actually understanding what they're actually
I
doing.
feel like that's for
Yeah.
everybody.
Then again, it's kind of like the shit where they say the school create one test, and the test is to climb the tree, and they got a monkey and a fish on a bowl, and they say that's the test, do it. No, the fish feel like it's a fucking handicap. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's like the primary school. So the monkey, he gone, he passed.
He
Gone
gonna
to a
pass
good
because
school.
he's
The
in,
fish down there
he's in
thinking,
his environment.
the fish thinking he's stupid, cause like, look, I'm still
cut on
down
the
here, I
AC?
can't climb the fucking
Put on
tree.
the AC for you.
No, I got the jacket on.
You take it off. You good?
You know what I mean?
Show the chest, man. My boy healthy. He thick. He thick like my cousin. I'm trying to get like y'all. Yeah.
So it's like that, you know what I mean?
That's what I need. I need the comments. So okay. All right. Before I get back to you, forget their grading system. What do you think your value was? Do you think your value was actually understanding, or do you think your value was the social status of I want to move up to the top class, or I want to maintain my middle class, or I don't want to go to the slower class?
Oh, you talking about my sister?
Yeah, for you.
Oh, I
no,
wanted-
you mentally like.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the top class.
So were you willing to cheat for that, or were you gonna do what you needed to do to get there?
I cheated a little bit.
There you go. That's okay.
Yeah, I cheated.
Everybody did their little
And
shaky.
then I still didn't even go to the top school, right? I went to Spanish Town High School. I don't know how many of y'all know about Spanish Town, but that's like, Spanish Town is like the shit.
So Spanish Town is it's
Spanish-
not premier, but it's one of the top schools.
Spanish Town is like, you know, the old block, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spanish Town is like the school in the middle of the old block. You get
Okay.
what I'm saying?
What is an O block?
They know.
Chicago.
Yeah, it's like some
Lil
gangster
Durk,
shit.
Lil Durk and all that.
Yeah, that's Spanish Town, right? Because Spanish Town is like, if you don't come from Spanish Town, just don't go to Spanish Town. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just don't go there.
Don't
That's
go there,
Spanish
man.
Town. That's the
Walking
school I
down the
went
street,
to.
they'll check you like, yo, you from
Kids
where
there
you
bringing
from?
guns in school and all that. Security there checking. They don't
But
really
they're
give a
not.
fuck.
Yeah, they're not
Because
checking too
You
hard.
say shit, then you not going home. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's Jamaica. It's wow.
And this is a premier school. This is one of the.
No,
This is not
that-
the
that-
top, but it's one of the tops.
Yeah,
Okay.
call it that.
Well, this is Jamaica, and it's a different environment.
Mhm.
Boom.
And when I came to the U.S., it was a very, very
When you come to
different.
the U.S. high school?
Yeah, I went to the 9th grade at Clarkston.
All right.
It was a
Pause.
different experience, completely different.
Yeah. Clarkson. I mean, even
I think
at-
you would remember them. They all came to school wearing the same clothes, like a big group. They all wear like
Uniform.
the same uniform. Like that was when we stopped wearing uniform. We were supposed to be
The
wearing
green
uniform.
top.
Well, I never wore uniform,
Yeah,
but I
none
don't,
of us ever did. But they would come to school with all wearing the same damn uniform in a big ass huddle.
Did you take a bottle?
Yeah, I took the bottle.
See, for me, the reason we didn't clink up in school, for real, was because going through school, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I was at the bottom. I was going through life. I was going through a lot. We can only laugh about it. I'm talking about I was going through it. So it's like I stayed to myself, like. But I've always been like that. I've always been, capable of being comfortable in my situation. So that's why we didn't clink up in school. But me knowing you now, you're a great person. Like you're in my social circle. You feel me? Like this isn't just for interview. That's real life. Like I can come to your house anytime and I'm welcome. And you can come to my house anytime because you're welcome. For the simple fact that we click mentally. So back to you. You said academically, and I want to get this straight. Academically in elementary school, you love going to school. You look forward to big projects. So, did you cheat?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is in elementary school.
Yeah, like always finding like who was like in the top of the class,
No,
trying to
okay.
stick with them,
Right.
and you know,
So
ready.
in American schools, I know Dene. I didn't go to Dene. I went to Jolly. I went to Jolly. I went to like DSA. I went to like Robert Shaw. I went to a whole bunch of elementary schools.
Barbara
Yeah.
Shaw?
But I used to dance, man. I used to. I did the ballet.
Yeah, ballet.
So for me, middle school was a really different experience. I never got to stay at anyone. But what were your? Okay, so you did cheat. What were your values of cheating then? Like, why exactly did you feel like this is what I mean, even if you don't remember, cool.
I remember.
If you have, why'd you feel like you needed to
I
do
felt
that?
like, okay, so my parents, of course, they were immigrants, right?
So you have to be at the top.
So I felt like all they always talked about was, oh, passing school, oh, being doctor. You know, the same doctor, lawyer.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, the same thing. So, like, and I remember in the first grade, I was helping my mom with her citizen test, reading all these damn big words that I didn't even know, trying to explain it to her and stuff like that. So I always felt like I had to be, like, in the big class. You know, like, same way how they said different A, B, C, like, slow kids to the highest kids. I felt like I had to be with the highest kids because that would make my parents happy.
So that's
and
the
shit.
thing here too.
Like, I know in Freedom, it was
It's kind
colors,
of a thing, but
right?
it's different. No, in Freedom it was still A, B's, and
Okay.
C's.
Alright.
No, it
Oh
was
yeah,
colors.
they did have us.
They
in
did it by colors.
Group,
Like gold team, green
team, and then I can't
blue,
remember. Yeah,
white-
they
black
had
and
that
white
Freedom.
was the.
But I only did 6th grade at Freedom.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lie.
I did no.
Really?
I did 6th grade at Freedom. I did
yeah.
7th grade at Champion Middle School, and then I did. You went to Freedom with Frida?
Yeah.
Hell no. That's when he turned crip.
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
But
A whole lot of gang shit.
but actually no, I just did 6th grade at Freedom Middle School.
I thought I met you in middle school.
Probably, but see, in middle school,
No,
life
because
was
if you was
very
in middle
tough.
school, then I was in
In
elementary.
elementary school, so we didn't meet.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I did.
So who left school first?
Huh?
Who left school first?
He's older
I
than me.
graduated in 2019,
Okay.
but I got held back twice. I got held back 3 times actually in 2nd grade. I couldn't speak English for nothing. Like literally, I
Oh,
couldn't.
you spoke French?
Creole.
That's broken French.
Broken French, yeah. It's not French, it's broken French. So like it was even that, like they had people that spoke French, but to someone that speaks Creole, you
Yeah.
can speak French a little
Okay,
bit.
so
but
when you
there's
came to the, what age you came to the US?
I came here when I was 7.
Damn. And
So
when you
did
just
you
came,
have
you
to
didn't.
you had to do the test where they placed you in whatever grade?
Esau, no. My dad and my sister kind of had pull, so they just put me straight in school. But they put me straight in school,
Like your age and
and
stuff
then
the same?
I got held back 3 times. So that's why I mean, technically I graduated when I was 20. Technically, really 19 actually. But you know, even yeah, we'll get into that. But boom, so elementary school, you felt like you had to please your parents, so you know you did what you had to do. Primary school, it wasn't necessarily you had to please your parents, but you wanted to be in a better social class.
Really, I just wanted to get out of like poverty, you know what I mean? Because that is real.
So school
poverty.
takes you out of poverty in Jamaica.
Well, not really, because like, look, them same top students that I told you about, they went to college. After college, guess what?
I know about people
No
that went to
fucking
college right
jobs.
now. I didn't go to college.
No jobs.
Yeah, because
Guess where they went back? Guess where the college people went?
In the market.
They in the market pushing handcarts and shit with me.
But
So-
you were pushing hand carts before, so you had experience, and you're past them now.
Exactly. So it's like the people that's all the way up on top, there's nowhere for them to go. The only way you can like really escape it, you're gonna have to leave the country.
You think so?
Yep.
If you
Unless
was,
So-
you're gonna turn into like
Drug dealer
politician
or
Nah,
politician.
Drug dealer in Jamaica don't really make money.
weed is legal, right?
Yeah, somewhere, not all the way.
So
but
politician or army. So if you go to the army, you get social status, but you don't get real money.
politician, they get both. But to be a politician, you have to really, really, really be smart. Like politicians,
That's
Them-
not cheating smart. That's actually smart.
no, you gotta actually be smart.
Okay.
They really thieves. Low key.
Real life, even in America.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So boom, because your story, we kind of already went through your middle school. So what was middle school like for you?
Honestly, it was not great.
It wasn't great. Talk to me.
Cause it was mostly American kids.
At Freedom,
So-
I remember.
No, elementary. You said elementary
we're
or
in middle school right now.
Wait, are
Middle
you sure
school
you
at
said
Freedom
elementary
Middle.
school?
Well,
Wait, what you said?
primary school for them goes up to 7th grade.
No,
So
6th.
grade.
High school starts 7.
Yeah. So what about you?
Which one?
Middle school.
Let me start with elementary.
We talked about elementary.
I didn't tell you about how elementary was.
Okay, talk to me.
In elementary, it was mostly American kids, right? So then, boom, moving on to middle school, it was the same American kids talking about, African, booty
I remember that. Because I went
being
through that.
dark skinned.
I went through that.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It was like people not like, oh my gosh, it was the absolute worst. When I would come to school smelling like my parents' house or like the food we eat, or even if my dad would come up to the school and I'm speaking his language and we just talking back and forth and they just looking at us like we aliens and stuff.
Right.
That was the absolute worst.
How did you deal with that?
I mean, I didn't know any. I mean, I was a kid, so I didn't think. I was like, dang, like, is there something wrong with me, like, speaking like this? Like, why they don't understand? Like, I used to wonder, like, what I would sound to them, because when I hear these Asian people talking, I'm like, damn, is that how we sound?
So
That too.
So
Yeah.
okay, when you heard being, you're not technically an immigrant, you're an American citizen, but having a different cultural background. But then hearing another cultural background, how'd you look at them? Did you look at them like they were aliens? Did you look at them like maybe?
How do we sound? How do we sound? I mean,
I'm Caribbean. I grew
You get
up. He's Guyanese, right? But I grew up around. I'm Haitian. So
Really?
yeah, he's American. I mean, he's my cousin, but he's American. So what happened for me was this. Personally, I feel like I had it a tad bit rough because I was a Haitian, but I grew up in a Guyanese household, so it was like I wasn't even at home. I didn't feel at home, and then going to school, it was like twice as bad because I'm already not at home. But then when I go to school, everybody like you said, like that. I'm not even African, but everybody like, oh yeah, you're African, booty scratcher, whoop doo. So I mean, I had to. But you laughing? This is real life.
No,
Oh, listen.
I remember.
What was at Freedom Middle School? Freedom Middle School did not require. He personally did say that shit to me. This is my cousin. But it was like this. It was like at home I don't feel at home, and then I go to school. This is a school where Freedom Middle. Like it's a whole bunch of different nationalities. But for some reason, all of these nationalities had other nationalities that kind of click. So you probably had some Nigerian people that you could relate to. There were no Haitian people that I could relate to. Because actually, I'm a name drop. Tara was the one. Tara,
Yeah,
Haitian
Tara,
Tara?
her cousin.
She used to go to Freedom with me. But she was already with the upper echelon people. So they kind of looked down on me, in elementary. And so I didn't have anybody to relate to at home, and then you go to you need to drink the bubble cool.
Cause I'm.
So I didn't have anybody to relate to and at home, and then when I get to school, I damn sure didn't have anybody to relate to. But then I'm more of an alien at school, so it went pretty rough. Then Freedom Middle School, like we didn't have to wear uniform, but my sister sent me in uniform, had me wearing Crocs. Crocs wasn't cool at the time, you feel me? So like. I was just that broke kid, that just didn't know shit, didn't have shit. But I was pretty smart in school. I had to do good in school because coming from a Caribbean household or coming from a foreign household, you know the standards that are held. So with that being said, you having you didn't have a language barrier, but you having the different nationality than everybody else at school at the time. Okay, when you see the Asians and they're speaking their language and they have their own culture and they smell their way and they move their way, they dress their way, how'd you look at them?
You think the
Be
Asian
real,
people
be real,
smell?
be real.
Yeah.
Okay, I used to live next to them.
I used to live next to one too,
I
and
don't
it smelled
know.
like they was cooking octopus every night. So that's why I feel like it was only that way.
Look,
I felt like the only reason why I was looking at them like that, cause like the American people
Well,
look
how
at me
did you
like
look at
that.
it before you explain how'd you look at it?
It's sad to say, like, cause it's not like it was like I would pick and choose which, you know, like you would look at different Asians and be like, oh, you know, you get what I'm saying?
I think the same way we look at them.
Because
the
some of them
same
was
way they
cool,
look
some
at
of them
us.
weren't cool.
Yeah.
Same
So
way
like
they
the
look
ones
at the
that came.
Jamaicans, same way they look at Africans, because they think Jamaicans just some people running around
I thought
shouting
Jamaica
like
was
some
in.
angry
What I
motherfuckers.
said, Jason?
You thought Jamaica was in Africa?
No,
Yeah.
where I thought it was in Africa, but
In
what
the
I
jungle.
said,
That's so
I thought Jamaica
disrespectful.
was in the jungle.
That's so disrespectful. Everybody did that about Haiti.
I thought Jamaica was in the jungle in Africa.
What the fuck?
I literally talked.
boy.
And what I say?
Hmm?
What's this one over here?
What?
South America.
Nah, south is down. This one, not west.
Canada?
East. I said Jamaica was in the east jungle of Africa. East
Oh.
jungle of Africa. Why are you looking at me like that?
It's funny. So, all right, boom. But
But
the
yeah,
question
I
for
used to
real is,
look at Asian folks like, oh yeah, like.
even with
Nah.
people looking at you like an alien.
But I felt like the only reason why I was like that was because, I felt like someone was already looking at me like that, and I have to look at somebody like that, you know? So it's not like purposeful, but it's like, I guess to make me feel better.
You just
know?
human, you know?
Yeah.
It's human. It's
Like,
okay.
what is that? The thing that falls? The domino thing.
The domino
Yeah.
effect. So
That shit.
because somebody put you down, you felt this. Well, not because somebody put you down, but because somebody
You feel like
looked at you as you were less, you felt
Yeah.
like you had to find
I
somebody.
know when
You
now,
know-
like
you
now that I'm
know-
older, looking at us like down. Like,
Well, we're gonna
why?
move to your mental
Yeah.
state currently, but boom. All right, so now we're in high school, or you want to talk about your middle school experience some more?
Middle school was no different
From elementary, it's the same
Elementary.
exact
It was
experience.
the same American kids walking around with us.
Because you went to
Now-
Freedom all 3 years.
Mhm.
So elementary school, it was kind of rough. Middle school, I
It's
know
like a
for a
few
fact it got a
Africans
little bit
there.
rougher because people are older. They could say a little bit more. All right, we got to high school. How's ninth grade?
Ninth grade?
Is that when you guys met? Because now we can do joint questions.
I did ninth grade twice. Which one? I completed high
Oh
school in
yeah.
Jamaica.
So
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
he finished high school in Jamaica, but when
Like
they
I'm
came
a graduate. When I came here, I went back
Talk
all the way
about
to
back
ninth.
to you. You graduated high school in Jamaica,
Mm.
you know that thing I was asking
and then
about,
go ahead.
like the test you took and they placed you in whatever.
they made me
grade?
take an ESOL test,
Yeah.
and I went through that until. But see, what happened with me is like, I literally did not have a choice. My family, or not my family, the people that I was living with my sister. They were really, really, really strict on me about being. The only thing was being academically successful, and I couldn't cheat because I didn't have friends to cheat with. Like I didn't have social abilities because in elementary school, like I literally went to a different school every year. The only school I did twice in elementary school was Robert Shaw. You understand me? And I don't have no friends from Robert Shaw. So,
Wait, you don't know? Okay.
well, I mean, I know some people from Robert Shaw now, but we didn't meet and become friends from then and are still friends now. It was just now as an adult being in the position that I am, it's a lot easier to make friends. But boom. So I understand definitely middle school was rough because I went through the same experience. But boom, we get to high school. Now back to you because you did high school twice. I mean, you didn't do high school twice, but you graduated in Jamaica. Graduating from Jamaica, so you start working now at this point because you graduated high school in Jamaica, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you working in high school in Jamaica too?
Oh no, I was still doing the market shit.
You did the
Then I
market
was-
after school or while you was in
I
school?
was doing both, and then I was doing the cadet,
To become the
the
defense
paramilitary. They call it the paramilitary.
So at what age did you start working? I want to say
Actually working.
yeah, working because you going
I
to the
started-
market is
I
working.
actually started working when I came here.
Well, going to the market in Jamaica is working.
Yeah.
So at what age was that?
Shit, I was working since I was like 6.
Okay.
Ever
That's
since
real.
I could
That's real.
remember, I've been working.
So, okay, moving away from school for you, how was the working experience?
Which school? Jamaica.
In Jamaica, we're in Jamaica right now with you.
after I left school.
Mm-mm.
During school?
When
During
you
school, I
started
was
to
in the
work.
market. After school, I went to the paramilitary, right?
No, when did you said you started working around 6?
Yeah, I
Right.
was in the market.
What was that like? You're helping your mom, dad.
I didn't really want to do it, but I had to do it because that's what sent us to school, to pay the bills, buy food.
So you was paying you as a 6-year-old through high school in Jamaica. You already started to work to basically earn how you're gonna get your education because you understand that life costs.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me
Because
about
it
that.
was just my mom.
Okay.
It was just me and my mom right through.
Respect.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, shit, if I didn't do nothing, then what? My mom would have just been there doing everything by herself. You know what I mean? I felt like I had to help, do something.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I went in the market with her, put the shit, you know, some big plastic bags. We'll put like lettuce and pop chunk, shit. That would be on my finger. And that's how you walk through the market
And you sell them.
and you sell it. I don't know if y'all ever seen conductors in Jamaica, like we fold the money in half, like the long way, and we put them here. And we
Yeah, I've
hold
seen
this
that.
shit
I
right
see
there.
that. They do that in Haiti too.
Yeah, so I got the goods here and the money here. I sell the goods, I load up the money, I go back up, reload, sell, go back up, reload. You know, walking through the market, meeting different people, and you know what made them actually support. A lot of the times it's not because they get selling shit. They just support just to support.
Right.
You know
So
what I mean?
you're so at this point,
What you
at
selling?
everything,
What you was selling?
everything.
Lettuce,
Veggies.
vegetables. My mom said vegetables.
Okay. So at this point, boom, you're because some of this money, probably not all of it, most likely not all of it is going. Some of it is going to you, and it's not even going to you personally. You're probably gonna get like $1,
Yeah,
$2.
it's not going to me personally.
And
Just
then
lunch
it's
money.
gonna
That's
go-
all I get. Lunch
boom.
money to go to school.
So you're working for lunch money then, and you're working for
And to
lunch
pay the
money
bills.
and to okay.
Yeah, it's
So-
like me and my mom. We
So
working
you become
together.
a grown man very young.
Call it that.
Real. No, that's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what it is. You become an adult very young because you already have the concept to understand that life cost.
Yeah.
And you have to earn something
Yep.
so that you can get whatever the hell it is that you want.
And that's what the we say the kids that got gold spoon, but you know exactly what I mean. The kids that has parents that can like financially support them, they don't understand the shit that we understand. The
Right.
struggle, you know what I mean? Like they don't actually know life itself,
Right.
cause they got their parents to back them up whenever they fall and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But in Jamaica, if you don't have a skill, you gonna be crazy because you have to have a skill. You have to know how to do something. You know what I mean? And that's when I started messing with cars.
Boom, back in Jamaica, what age is this that you start messing with cars?
High school, 7th grade.
Okay.
I think.
Are you
what's
getting
that?
paid
What's
to
that?
mess with cars or are you just doing this for fun?
I'm not getting paid to do shit. I'm just doing it because I like it.
Okay.
And that's where your question came in about doing shit for fun. I wasn't getting paid at all. It was just like in high school, what they call it? Some technical shit, right? Because I was doing technical drawing. I can draw building blueprints and all that shit. I'm
Okay.
really good at that.
So we're gonna work together on that because I'm not
I
too
can
good
do
at
that
it. I
shit.
can sketch, but I'm not the best at drawing
I got
blueprints.
an interjection on that. We go.
Go ahead, talk.
Fuck.
No, we gonna figure it out later.
Yeah,
Fucking
you
with
you
cars.
just got 2 jobs. Hey there. But boom. So at this point, you're understanding that it's different life, it's different skills that you need, and you're not really doing this for money, but you're probably doing this for connection. It's making you happy. You're learning something. So at what age do you come to the States?
What age?
What age do you graduate high school in Jamaica?
I think what, 17 or 16?
17, graduated high school in Jamaica, boom, and then you come to, and then,
I came to
'Cause
the
you're
US
in-
when I was 18.
okay, and you were in, if you're on my, what grade are you in here? You came to the US
Ninth
at
grade.
18, they put you in 9th grade.
Yeah,
How does that make you feel?
Happy to be in school.
Yeah, I was happy to be in like a first world country, because you know Jamaica, they call it a third world country.
So is Haiti.
So I think like the education here is like boom, you know what I mean? And it was when I went to school, they had projectors in the board and shit, having that little pressy button, skipping the slides. They used to go a little too fast for me, you know what I mean? The words are on the board, you're supposed to take notes.
Yeah.
Teacher be like,
Boom, boom.
read off the shit real quick, click,
Bye.
pass.
Yeah.
You gotta ask somebody, did you get that? And get it from them.
All right.
Cause I mean, I don't write fast. If you see I write real good. I don't rush my writing. I don't write fucked up.
All right.
Yeah.
I write better than her. You know what I mean?
Me and Gunna
I don't
went to the
write-
date today.
I
He
don't
was like,
write.
"Want some Nita and shit." Here my ass come with
That's
that
me.
ugly ass.
He
My
is
shit look
perfection
good.
in everything.
I'm all about perfection, you know what I mean? My book.
Everything.
So
my
you
shit look
exactly
good.
want to understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't want you to rush. You know what I mean? Like actually make me understand it. This goes back to where I'm saying like I'm not doing it for the grades no more. I just want to actually learn shit.
Are you
That's gonna benefit me in like life for real. You know what I mean?
Are you working at this point?
Yeah, I was.
And
I was
in
working
ninth
at
grade
Western.
high school.
Yeah, as soon as I came to the U.S., I started working at a
Okay.
Jamaican restaurant in Tucker.
Okay. So you're working. This
I've
is
been
something that
working
you're
ever
used to.
since.
Yeah, you're already used to it.
School and work. School and work.
What's your support? While you're in now because you're in a
I'm
new
working.
country.
I'm working to support myself to go to school.
You're
And that's
paying,
why
you're
I
paying
dropped-
your bill. You have your own place to stay. Ninth
It was
grade.
not really my own place. We was all staying
Well, yeah,
together.
it's not
But
your
we had
own
to-
place, but you're financially providing for where
yourself.
you're at.
Yeah.
You're feeding just or you're going to school. So
And for
school's
my
giving you some
personal
food,
needs, and that goes up to where I couldn't continue Clarkston, right? Because like boom, I didn't know nobody here, and the person that I did know here, we moved all the way to Fayetteville, right? I didn't know much about transfers or nothing. I didn't know much people I could talk to, or you know, people that could educate me about like how I could do shit.
Yeah, how
I
you
could have
could
went
work
to
the
another
system.
school over there or whatever.
All right.
I couldn't really get jobs anywhere because, you know, I don't have work permits and all that shit. And when you don't have work, you be in the U.S., man, and you don't have work permits, and you want to actually, like, make real money, not trapping or whatever, it's hard.
All right.
So, in the end, I dropped out of Clarkson.
You dropped out at what grade?
I think 10th grade.
10th grade. So when did you guys meet?
Ninth grade.
Ninth grade. How'd that experience go? If you don't mind me asking, because this is now includes your ninth grade experience too.
Yeah. It went great.
I don't even remember when I met him. I know I had met two of his other brothers first, and I started talking to them. Then it was like, hey, there's more of us. So then I started talking to them, and then I met him, and boom, we started talking.
Okay, so boom, you guys start talking in ninth grade.
Oh my gosh, actually in ninth grade,
Oh.
I thought we both thought we were each other's age. So I'm thinking he's in ninth grade. I was 14? I think I was 14. I'm thinking because he's in the ninth grade, he was 14 too. And him thinking, oh, that everybody was just in random grades at whatever age. He was 18. So we didn't even find out. You know how you be like, what's your favorite color? How old are you? Stuff like that. We didn't do that.
All right.
We did the colors probably, but we didn't ask each other's ages. It was like a month, 2-3 months after we was dating where we found out that he was much more older than me.
Does the age difference make either one of you guys feel any different?
No,
Okay.
it's only
So then
4 years.
we're past them. Yeah.
It's
that-
only 4 years. People see that as a lot.
people see that.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
can see whatever they want to see, but it
'Cause,
matters
like,
only
she's
on what you see.
19 and I'm 22.
You're 22?
Really?
What's going on? Hey, 54-29. I'm gonna live this moment. Nah, my ex was 19. I'm 22, so
Really? You're 22?
I'm 22.
Oh,
I'll be 23
Wait.
in July.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
I told
being
you I
so
got held
serious.
back 3 times in 2nd grade.
But I didn't realize you was born in 1999?
I was born
Oh,
July 9th, 1999.
Oh, wow. I didn't know y'all was the same
26.
age.
Yeah, so, okay, so boom, so you guys meet in 9th grade. So with your situation, and then your different situation. Do you guys realize you guys' situation, or
Yeah.
school is a way to escape that situation?
No, because I used to be bad. Like in middle school, elementary school, even though I was always the smartest out of all my siblings.
You were
I
the
was
smartest,
baddest.
or you were cheating in school?
No, I was the smartest. Even till now, honestly, if I'm being honest. But, I mean, I was just bad for no reason.
What do you consider bad?
Like, just doing shit
Like,
that didn't need to be done.
like
Just,
you can say past, but like,
okay, pass.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
This nigga,
pass.
all right, so boom, you're doing a lot of unnecessary stuff that you probably wouldn't think that you would do now. At
Not
this
no
stage of your-
crazy, like, drugs or not. I didn't start smoking until probably high school.
Smoking isn't bad.
But I don't know, I'm just saying. Like, I wasn't doing, like, no weird stuff, you know?
Oh,
But I was
drugs.
just fighting, doing stuff, you know, just
Yeah,
the
I
basics.
you did fight. So boom, you guys are in high school. You guys meet each other. Are you candid about your situation, and are you well, you don't really have a situation really, but are you candid about exactly where life is treating you at that point in
Like,
life?
what do you mean? Like, did he tell me what
Like,
he was?
yeah.
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 I knew about shit that I wish I didn't know.
And
You
that's
wish
life.
you wish you didn't know my past.
Huh?
You wish you didn't know my past.
It's not about your past. It's like what, you know, the stuff. Like dealing with that nigga and
Yeah.
the person that brought them here and shit like that.
Boom. So you know that happened. So 10th grade year, how'd that go for both of y'all?
10th grade, I was at Clarkston. Even when it was coming to him, I was always focused on school. So it wasn't like, oh, it was him over school or I was just crazy over him. When we first started talking, I honestly didn't even like him. Like, I didn't want, like, to be with nobody. Like, I was always by myself.
Respect.
Yeah.
10th grade year for you.
He
I
was,
didn't. I started, didn't stop.
So you started like not going to school because you're working, or like what happened?
Yeah, I just started not going to school. Some crazy shit, you know. Life was happening, and I didn't have the support that I needed. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really supporting myself.
Right.
A lot of people don't know what I feel like. Working to sell yourself to school, working to feed yourself. You just trying to survive.
Right.
You
And
know
then
what I
you
mean?
go to school and people
And
flex.
you just
stuff.
have to make a choice without having nobody to like tell you shit. Like a grown person actually sit down and talk with it to let you understand life. I didn't really have that.
So, I mean, this is probably a really easy question for you, but what exactly was like an encouraging factor in you making the decision that, you know what, school isn't what I need right now, I need to work?
Nah, school is, well, I had already graduated high school in Jamaica, so I could easily get my transcript. You know what I mean? High school transcript from Jamaica. I just got that, matter of fact. Just got that. Like,
I just picked up my
since
diploma.
5 years ago, I just...
5 years?
I just
Yeah,
got my
5 years
diploma
ago.
like 2 months ago.
I just got it, like, when?
A
2
few
weeks ago?
Yeah.
I just got my diploma. And I could easily go do a GED, which is equivalent to an American high school diploma. And I still got my transcript.
So what? So exactly like, so in 10th grade, you're 19. What exactly is telling you like, yeah, I can just get my information because I already graduated and I,
I
could just
have
start.
no
like-
idea. But now, I'm thinking that, shit, I was worried about work back then, but what did I accomplish? Like, where's the money? I mean, I was really feeding myself because shit, I'm living. I ate, but I don't really have nothing for real.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, shit, I should have just finished school.
And
Maybe
at
some
Clarkston,
shit would
in
have
America.
Yeah. I should have just finished school in Clarkston and then shit would have just happened, you know what I mean? Just like I chose work and then the money came, but you know, money comes, money goes.
Right.
Cause like, where's the money that I made? I've been saving, but where is it?
Because you have to spend it on, bro. Listen,
Yeah, on myself.
whenever I was saying, oh, I'm going through it in middle school, I'm going through it in high school. I'm not gonna tell you that I had your same exact situation. Not in middle school at all, but high school, I was definitely right there. Like I definitely had to support myself 100%. So, well, not ninth grade, 10th grade year. That's when shit started to happen. But so you don't really have anybody that's telling you, yeah, you can quit school or any of that. But you decide to move in that way. Do you have any regrets about that? Do you have any regrets in making that business decision? That's what that is. It's a business decision.
I wish I would have finished school.
What do you think that would have brought you to your life right now? What do you think that would have brought you?
Okay, boom. I have no idea. Shit happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if I would have been the same place I'm at now, or further, or behind. I have no idea. But sometimes you just gotta make a choice.
And you made.
And I just made my choice. I gotta stick by it because it's shit. It's already young. What am I gonna do?
All right.
All I gotta do now is just work hard.
So
They say time lost can
you guys are
be-
still together in 10th grade?
Yeah.
When you make that decision, how do you feel about it?
I mean, it's not. I mean, it wasn't really my choice to make. I was just like, I mean, I didn't want him to like not finish school. Yeah, I didn't want him to not finish school, so I was like, I mean, I already knew what was going on, so I was like, I mean, I couldn't tell him, no, he had to finish, because it was like bigger than that, you know?
Wow. And you understood that. That's really powerful. So you leave school. You're still in school. You leave school. Immediately after you leave school, what do? You working full time or
Here, right?
Mhm. Here? Yeah, we're
Yeah.
here and
I started working full time.
you're working full time. Okay. And how's that treating you?
I started thinking I wasn't making enough money. Cause I don't know how actual people get paid, but I was getting paid like $300 a week.
Okay.
I started
In high
thinking
school,
that
that's a
wasn't
lot of
enough.
money. In high school, $300 a week is a lot of money.
Boom! I left that job.
For me, at least, shit. That's shit. That's what I was making.
I left that job.
That's
and
what I was
actually,
making.
I was in high
Making
school
like
making
at least 1,000 a week now. So it's around.
Yeah.
But in high school, you gotta understand, bro.
Oh, in high school.
Yeah, this is different. This is
Yeah.
different. Now
Any
today's.
money in high school is a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's
So-
niggas in high
I was
school ain't
working.
getting no
Yeah, I
money.
think shit. I'm
So you're
making
working
money.
throughout high school, but boom. So all right, you're working all throughout high school, including ninth grade. When did you start working?
I've been working.
When?
But like, I know in high school, ninth grade, I think I was working at the hair salon. 10th grade was when I started working at Cold Stones. 11th grade,
Ice cream.
yeah. 11th grade, I was working at Cold Stone and a bakery. And then 12th grade, COVID happened. So I was doing.
Oh, you were one of. Oh yeah, cause you're 19. That happened for. Cause that's what happened to my ex.
But then
Yeah,
I was
that-
doing dual enrollment, and I had like.
So you are actually
practice.
smart. You're in dual enrollment, so you're considered in one of the top class. All right,
I don't think so.
dual enrollment.
I
Yeah,
don't
you're
think
considered
it's-
it because I started working in 10th grade,
Mm.
and
Work based.
I never had work base. I had to finish my day in school, then because you were at Clarkston, I played sports. Then after sports,
Yeah.
Go to work.
I think 11th grade I was going. I didn't have classes in the morning, so I would go to the ice cream place in the morning. No, I would go to the bakery in the morning. I would wake up at I don't even know why I was working this hard. I didn't even need it. I didn't even need to.
so at this
But
point,
I
what are
was
you
just
doing with your
working.
money?
Honestly, I was giving it to my dad.
So then you did need
Like
it. It was
I
fine.
didn't. No, I didn't need it.
You didn't need it, but
He didn't need it either.
You did.
Cause I wanted him to take, cause I don't know. We was in class one day and we was talking about how many people was working, and how many people's parents was taking money out of their.
Is that a
pay.
conversation with a teacher or just a
Yeah,
conversation?
a teacher.
What teacher, if you don't mind?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I think it was a math teacher. I'm guessing it was what's her
White?
name? Ms. Newborn.
Miss
I'm
Newborn, I never had
thinking-
her class.
I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it was her. And we was all talking, and there was no, it was Mr. Jess.
Never had his.
He was the football. You know what
I
I'm
did
talking
have
about.
Mr. Jess.
It was Mr. Jess. He was asking how many
Coach
people's
Jess.
parents was taking money out of their pay. And it was like almost everybody was like, yeah. So I told my dad, like, I want to give him like half of my pay. Or
This
at
is
least
after your conversation. Okay.
But even before then, I would always give my mom some money and then my dad some money and then keep whatever else. I wasn't doing nothing with it. I just got them a TV in there. They still got it and just buying little shit for the house. I didn't really need it. I just was saving it and boom, then me and him started doing stuff. So
Okay.
we was combining money, but it was not anything like I needed it.
So
I was
you
just
working full time and then you going to school and working. What's your? You don't mind me asking? What's your relationship looking like? Like what's that going for y'all?
Us?
Not right now.
Like
This is 10th grade
in 10th
year.
grade?
You already left school. Now you're working full time, but you're working. But now you guys have a little. You know, because you're spending money on.
just
It sounds as though security. So what are you guys doing at that point together with your combined income?
okay. Nothing at all. I remember he had a Xbox, and cause he got an Xbox, I had got an Xbox just so we could like play game together.
Type shit. Okay.
Yeah. So we wasn't doing nothing serious. Not in 10th grade. We wasn't doing nothing serious.
Okay.
It was 11th grade when the whole COVID stuff.
So now you're 12th grade for you, but so you're already working full time. You're already facing life. Talk to me how. So how did that year go?
After school.
The first year you leave school, and now you're working full time. You're making you some money. How exactly is life treating you?
Shit, I was trying to say.
Are you happy? Then, not right now. Then, are you happy in this moment? Because not, you've made a business decision. You're making a lot more money.
I don't think I was as happy as I should have been.
Mm-hmm.
But I was happy. But the whole time, I was still thinking about school. You know what
So
I mean?
you at that time you kind of regretted what you did.
Yeah. The whole time I'm just like confused. But I can't stop and think. I just gotta keep going.
Do you have any guidance figure? Your mom, uncles, friends, anybody telling you anything?
Yeah, some guidance, but it's like, you know, you got your parents
different
telling
from
you
the
stuff,
words
and
actually
it's
doing
like,
it.
yeah, that too. But then you know what you want. You know what I mean? And then it's a lot of people telling you other stuff. It's, let's say, people's expectations of you, right?
Right.
But you don't like that shit. You want to do that.
You kind of already have your dream set because you've been working.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to do a lot of shit. A whole lot of shit.
Okay.
It's not even just cooking. I like doing a lot of shit, and I'm confusing myself because I can do a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. So not exactly your 11th grade year, but your 11th grade year. How's that going? And then the year after you left school. So the first year after you're already working full time, and then your 11th grade year. How's that going?
So, what was that? Oh, in 11th grade year, I was doing a lot of sports. So that I was doing dual enrollment. Was it? Yeah, 11th grade. So 11th grade. Is that when I got pregnant?
Hmm?
When I got pregnant, okay. When did I get pregnant? Okay, so in 11th grade, I was doing dual enrollment, so I didn't have class first 2 periods. So in the first 2, I was working at a bakery. I was a froster. So then after that, I would come home. I would go to school for 3rd period, but I don't know who my 3rd period was because honestly, I wasn't even there for 3rd period. Then I'll be there for 4th period. Then after school, I would have practice. So I had track, and then after track, I had dance. After dance, it was track or whatever else, and then volleyball or whatever. So then after, when I would leave school, I would have to leave like in the between practices to go to the ice cream place, Cold Stone, to work there, then come home. catch up on homework and stuff.
Okay, which isn't too much homework.
Because I only have 4 classes.
And
In
at
total.
this point, you're still using your money the same way. You kind of taking care of home.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, at that point, I was saving money. Because then, boom, I was paying for, like, whatever I needed. Like, I paid for my dues and, like, supplies, clothes, whatever my sibling, my brother and them needed. My little brother and my sister, whatever. Whatever they needed.
It's his choice.
Can I just
You know?
read this by itself?
Okay, just pour some of that. But yeah.
Mix it up.
My cup.
It's juice in the fridge. I got
My
it.
cup right there.
You want to put some in there?
But yeah. Not nothing serious. I didn't get no bills until 12th grade.
Okay. So now, for you, you're a year into working.
Me?
No, Jason. You're a year. So 10th grade year you left, and now you're working full time. It's not your 10th grade year, but technically your 11th grade year. You're a year behind work. You're a year into working, but you're already used to working. How's that going for you?
I started thinking about more money.
Did,
Obviously, you know.
are you?
Honestly, that
did
was
you?
me in his ear. Because Cause what he was thinking, cause he was around Jamaican people, right? So they thinking, oh, in Jamaica, this how much you make, right? So you know how he was talking about whatever the police people was making $90, right? So where he was working at, I felt like again they was like not.
Where you working at this point? The same place?
That's come take a bite. That's in
Jamaican.
Tucker.
Tucker. So you still at the same shop? Okay. You making more money than you were making the year before, or the same amount? You just working more time?
More time.
More time, so more money, more time. Okay. So
That's
boom, you
all
said
it
thing.
is, right?
So
More time,
did your mentally right at this space? Are you thinking like mentally at this space? Are you thinking about getting your own place? Are you thinking about what are you thinking about?
I was thinking more money.
More money. And
Yeah, I was just more money. I was around and around looking for jobs and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, back then I really needed a car. Yeah, back then I really needed a car and thinking more money. I wanted a lot of stuff.
Okay. And then so your home situation isn't horrible because it's not horrible and you're just trying to earn more. And that's cool. That's cool. Okay. So boom, senior year for you, and then it's not your senior year but that year for you. So
I
you're probably
was
20,
making more
19.
money because then I moved from that restaurant to another restaurant where I was making $750 a week.
So which was more than what?
Oh, you
was
making
getting.
a shit ton of money. I've never seen that kind of money in high school.
Yeah. No.
Well,
I wasn't
at
in high school,
that
but
age, that age, which you're like 19 at this point.
I was making like
$750,
$750 because then I really started actually cooking.
I was trying to reload.
You know what I mean?
Your ass still out.
Show.
You can really take the game in my room. That TV there.
I ain't talking about.
So boom, you're making $750 at 19. Good position for you to be in. What are you doing with your money then?
Saving.
You're saving.
No, at that point I had a car.
You did?
Yeah. That's just I had a car.
Oh
I
yeah.
got the car, then I started working both jobs at that restaurant and that restaurant. And then the shit I was getting tired. So I had to stop the one that's paying the less money
Right.
to do that, you know what I mean? And then I paid off the car because of some shit, you know what I mean? And then I think that's when, and then we moved into the apartments.
You skipping out
You
a
moving.
whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm skipping out a whole lot of shit. I can't include
Alright, so
everything. That's a
long.
whole 24-hour video.
It's already long as fuck.
Well, no, I mean the video. It's a nice video.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're having a
So
video.
my 12th grade year.
Mhm.
Okay, let's start 11th grade. I didn't get to finish. I finished 11th grade, but we didn't get to finish in school because that's when the whole COVID thing happened.
So COVID happened for you in 11th grade.
That happened when
That's
she was
2019.
pregnant.
No.
What year
That's
did you
happened.
graduate? You graduated 2020. Okay, so COVID hit you.
Wait, was it? Yeah,
COVID
it was
happened.
11. I was in 11th grade when it happened.
COVID happened in 2020 actually, because I graduated in 2019.
Yeah, so it was 2020 because I graduated the next year. It was 2020. So in 2020, when COVID happened, we didn't have school no more, right? So I don't think we had school online.
Online school.
It wasn't then.
It was
Towards that
kinda
end,
it was kind of lenient.
when it first happened, we just
We
we ended
It's
up finishing.
2020.
Yeah, I remember. I don't want to
Like,
see that shit.
What do you mean you don't want to see that?
It's okay. But when that happened, they ended up finishing school early, so we all finished school early. Then because I didn't have school, nothing to do, everything was locked down. I was mostly staying with him, so we was just back and forth. I was like, you know, whenever he went to work, I would go to work, and well, actually I was working at the bakery and they stopped working, so I wasn't doing nothing but just being back and forth with him. So then that's when I had got pregnant in April.
How'd your parents take that?
My parents, actually, Jason, how did my parents take that?
That's my car in the lot. This one I just bought it.
Yeah.
I just bought it.
Yeah. This what year is this?
2020.
2020.
That's when I
Boom.
bought that car. You see
That's
me?
paid off.
That was
Yeah.
before COVID, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay his shit off.
You see on the,
a
I
year
still got a
ago.
picture.
What date was that?
January 25th.
So it was,
2020.
yeah, it was before
It just
the
turned
birthday.
2020. And I got it.
Let me see.
This was a nice ass
I
car.
kept notes of everything. That was cuckoo. I made sure I knew everything.
Oh, that's good.
That
It helps
stuff was
energy.
clean too.
It's still clean.
Yeah.
So boom.
Yeah, so I got pregnant in April of 2020.
And how'd your parents? Well, how'd you break that to your parents first?
How did I break that to my parents?
did.
Or how did he break that to my
Yeah.
parents?
How'd that go?
She didn't want to say, so I just said it, right? I mean, shit, they gonna get
Well, how'd
over
she
it.
tell you? Cause she found out first, ain't it?
So I keep track of, you know, that stuff on my notes. So I would keep track of when.
You can talk.
I would keep track of like when he.
Them dates, cause you can't really see you scrolling.
So
You
let me
getting
show you.
paid $10 an hour? Are you saving $10 a
Yo,
week?
she just put $10 every one time.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
No, I was never getting. I think I was getting paid $10, and then I got paid $12 an hour. But this was when I got pregnant. That's pregnant. The stars mean when.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that was. So I kept track of all that stuff. So that's when I did. But you know, I was like, I didn't want to be a mom at a young age. You know, because who? I mean, I don't know.
Well, it's frowned upon, but it's nothing bad.
I mean, yeah, but it's like me
Because-
seeing myself. I never seen that for me. You know.
You probably didn't see that for yourself, but what I'm hearing so far throughout the entire interview, you are a very competent person in taking care of house, and you're a very competent person of making house. So it's not exactly a bad deal. Like, you probably uncomfortable, which is why I'm asking, how'd you break it to him, and then he broke it to your parents, so how'd that happen?
The day I was supposed to get my period, I already knew when I was supposed to get my period, and I already knew because of whatever. I already knew. So the day I was supposed to get my period, I just took a pregnancy test and boom, pregnant. So yeah.
Okay.
So then
So you just said it.
I ended up showing it to him. Like I had it. You have the video. I have the video. Like I recorded it. I had the phone up, and I like told him to look in the drawer, and boom, he seen the test. And he was like, "Oh my gosh." And then I told him not to tell nobody because I was thinking about it. Then he left out the room and went and told the nigga. And yeah.
So you happy?
He didn't even wait. Like
I mean, yeah.
You're happy at this point.
Yeah.
Because if you go and tell somebody right away, you happy.
Like I literally said, don't tell nobody, and he went and told, cause I didn't even think about nothing yet. So you know, That's how that went. Then I'm having people texting me talking, but like the whole time nobody knew I was pregnant. I had a baby shower. People don't even know I had a baby shower.
Yeah.
There's very few people that even knew I was.
Probably your close friends, close circle knew.
Not even. I didn't even want my parents to know.
So how did you break it to the parents?
Like
I
an
texted Dad.
asshole.
You just texted her?
And I told him that's not how it was supposed to go. He gonna text my dad, your daughter is pregnant emoji. And then my dad, with his no English self, gonna say thank you. Okay, thank you. And then he called me while I was at work. What is this Jason sending me this text talking about you're pregnant? Of course I got mad at him.
That means within that text, you had a good relationship with the parents.
I wouldn't say really good.
Really good don't matter,
Yeah.
but you had a decent relationship. So boom, you sound like a straight up guy. You just said it. You said this is where
But
we at.
it was like he was like joking about it because he used the emoji.
I didn't know what you wanted to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like
So,
that.
but it had to be said, and you just
It
said
had to be said.
But then
Okay.
we ended up
Wait,
sitting
you gonna
down
just
with
wait
them.
until he finds out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the way to go. That's not the way to go.
Yeah, I know. But I don't
Then he
know.
would have been more pissed.
Pissed. Yeah, you'd be pissed.
Yeah, but we ended up sitting down with them and talking and boom. But then, because I already knew I was pregnant, I took like most of my classes for like 12th grade
Senior year.
during the summer.
That was when COVID started.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it was virtual.
Okay.
And nobody was seeing me or nothing. So yeah, because I already knew and I didn't know how it was gonna be. Like I was easy. Like it was easy. Like I didn't feel pregnant. I don't know. I didn't have no sicknesses or I just felt regular, just with a big belly, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So because I already knew, I didn't know how it was gonna be. I just went ahead and took like as many classes as I could during the summertime, at the college. So when I came for
And
high
what
school,
are these high school classes at the
yeah,
college?
my
at the
12th grade
same time?
classes.
Okay.
So I took like my
So you
math.
graduated early. Okay.
I still had to take like the reason why was because I didn't take gym. You know how you're supposed to take gym ninth grade,
Freshman,
10th? Yeah.
grade, yeah.
I didn't do that. I ended up starting dual enrollment and like letting it go on. So for my 12th grade, I had to take gym. I took human anatomy. English? No, I didn't take English because I took that at the college. And 2 other random ass classes that I didn't need. That cooking class with that lady, not chef. And one third class.
She needs me to come do a job for her, Miss Roebuck Smith.
So it was not her, the other one. I don't know, one of them. But it was like classes that wasn't
Home
like
economics.
serious. Yeah, I think so. One of them, I don't know.
I had to take both, but okay.
But yeah, so I was taking classes that weren't that serious. Because I took like the math and
then
shit.
you handled all of that first semester, and then you didn't have to show for graduation.
Every semester I had to take 2 classes.
Virtual. So everything was cool.
Mm-hmm.
So boom. All right. So
I was waking up like 12 o'clock.
are you guys
cooking
living together at
breakfast.
this point?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you guys already got an apartment.
Yeah, we had an apartment.
You're in high school and you got the apartment. Big ups.
Yeah. We was already living together then.
So you guys move in after you get pregnant or before?
After.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
a month after I got
Okay.
pregnant. Because, no, I wasn't going to have no baby at my parents' house.
Okay. That's a real adult shit. That's good. Mentally, you guys are there. So boom. You guys have my little baby niece, and I'm so happy. And how does it go from there?
Honestly, the reason why I thought I could do it was because she was so easy in the beginning. I mean, she still is. Like, she's not like a headache or nothing. She's, a baby, but I felt like it was easy. Like, it wasn't really much, like, because even before then, it's not like I was going out partying or
Right.
doing random shit. So it's like I was always either at home or chilling with him. So it wasn't nothing. Like, it was no different from every day.
So how's work going for you at this point? You working more? You working the same?
I was working more with more money. I mean, I was already getting more money, but then I even started getting even more money.
Started
Alright.
getting salary,
Yeah.
You got salary?
Okay.
At 19, 20?
You was 20?
What?
You was like
I
20.
was 21.
Boy, that's
21.
That's tough.
20,
That's tough.
21. I turned 21 while I was working there. Yeah, I was. Sure. I was making a pretty decent money. You know? But then, I mean, you know, life goes on. You want more money.
Yeah.
So.
Because after a point, you know, like that's when shit started going up.
Right.
Was it?
So you secured your apartment. That's a step that I mean, obviously this is my first apartment. We did the same thing. You secure it earlier, so you're already kind of there and you kind of can handle it, and it's supposed to get easier. One thing I wanted to say to compliment what you said, the top of each mountain is the bottom of a new mountain. So keep climbing, basically. Each time that boom, right? You was making that 750. That was the top of a mountain for you because you probably never seen that. Boom, I can make this. Once you got there, okay, now I need more. All right, so that's the top of one mountain is the bottom of another mountain. Like that's just life. You're always gonna have to keep going. So yeah, just let me know how does life pan out? How does life go from there?
He tricked me actually. Now that I see this picture.
Talk to me. What happened?
When I told you I wanted a dog first before I had a baby,
Oh.
I had that dog for a month.
What kind of dog you want?
I was a pit bull,
You got the dog.
and then boom, I got pregnant.
So in actuality, you had the dog first.
Yeah.
What happened to the dog?
I had to return him
For
because we couldn't. When we was moving into the apartment, we couldn't have the dog.
yeah, because they want. Yeah. So you guys, with the mentality that in school you didn't think that hey I could just bring him in the apartments and just you know keep him high. You know.
No, because it was if it was the townhouse that we have now, it would have been better because you know.
Mm-hmm.
But with the apartment, the neighbors. You remember when you would come and the people downstairs dog would be barking and stuff. So it was like it was no way we could have done it.
Okay. So boom. You had so that dream actually came true. So so you guys get the apartment, baby on the way. How do you take that?
The baby?
Well, everything.
I feel like he was more excited than me
Yeah, I was. Definitely.
about everything actually.
Why?
Cause I was still stuck on like I don't want to say it and it sound like a dick or an ass, but I was still stuck on like it was a certain way I wanted to do things. Like I didn't plan on having a baby till I was like 28, 29.
But life pans out.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of shit that I wanted to be able to do before being like, oh, okay, I'm ready. Because honestly, I don't think I was. Honestly, when I was like, if it was just me by myself without him, I don't think I would have been able to just have a baby.
But it wasn't. This is a great father figure.
So like, I mean, I
does
feel
your
like
job.
that's why I was like, you know what, I think I could do it. I feel like I did it well too, but you know, that's not what I was.
All right. So just talk to me throughout the rest of the process after, because now we're almost up to this year. We're last year.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's where we're at. So how did 2021 was?
Baby, work,
What was I doing?
work.
I was working? No,
Yeah,
I was
that's
working
fine.
while I was pregnant.
Yeah.
'Cause-
She worked up to like the week before.
No, I
The
worked
baby
for
came.
a month. I
Mhm.
stopped working in like November. So 2 months.
Mhm.
December, she came in January. So yeah, like when I was pregnant, it was like real easy. Like I didn't feel like I was pregnant or anything.
Okay. So boom, baby comes. Does anything change, or do you? When do you start your dream of? Because I'm obviously now I'm a customer of yours. When do you start realizing that, you know what, cooking is my thing, and I want to start doing what I'm doing
Been cooking. You was been cooking.
Yeah.
independently though, like going out and
Oh.
because I've actually came out before, like I was a consistent client or consistent customer. I've actually came out and had your food a couple of times and Tress, it was bust. I had my brother come out there. He had some of your food. We ain't know it was you, but you know what I'm saying. I had tried it, then I tried it again. And I took my ex, took a couple of my susus, you know, and then brought my brother, brought a couple of my friends, you know. So we shopped a couple of times before before we even made a genuine connection. So when did you realize that, boom, I want to, but actually this is why I didn't know it was you, because whenever we started going, there was a bigger guy
That's,
at the same
Yeah.
spot.
yeah, that must be Delvin.
Delvin or Andre.
Big
Okay,
guy
so
dreads.
Delvin do Fridays and Saturdays. That's Andre.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Andre got the dreads. Delvin, them do Fridays and Saturdays, and we do Sundays and Mondays.
No, that at that time I was only doing Sundays.
Yeah, at that time we was only doing Sundays.
Yeah.
But they was the one doing the weekend stuff because they had the club going on.
Yeah, the backyard.
The backyard. You been up there?
I've been there once, twice. That's it. I'm not much of an
Yeah,
outbreak,
the
so.
club there.
Yeah.
But boom, once, twice, boom. But you was out there too? Oh no, not yet.
Yeah. On Sundays though.
I was coming out there. I can't tell you it was. It probably was specifically Sundays, because I remember what used to happen is that when I used to come, if y'all wasn't out there, it's a Jamaican restaurant literally right across the street from y'all. I can't.
That's Dukunu.
Dukunu?
Dugunu, yeah.
Dugunu.
Dugunu, yeah.
Dukunu.
Dugunu.
Dukunu.
Dugunu.
Dugunu.
Yeah, okay.
Dugunu.
It's Dukunu. Dugunu.
So yeah, if y'all wasn't out there, then Hey, love.
It
I've
wasn't
been calling
even
you all
mine.
day, but I'm in the middle of an interview. Let me call you back in 10, 15, 20 minutes. All right, lady. You look good. When you gonna come see me?
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm gonna call you back.
Look at the donuts, look good.
What is
Them,
it?
hey,
That's
show that
just
to the camera.
onion. It's not even nothing. It's just it's just onions cut up. It's escabeche.
You see this?
But it's not done yet.
This is game.
It's just
Jason.
onions, bell pepper, carrot.
So at that point, right?
It's nothing.
So is this the point that you probably? Because at that point, because I do remember seeing the bigger guy. Are you working under him? At that
No,
point,
we wasn't working with them.
you wasn't working with him.
I'm just using his place.
Yeah. The
That's-
spot.
Which I thought like their uncle.
So, at what point do you decide that, hey, I want to start doing things a little bit on my own? I want to start, because you know how to cook. You've been cooking
you
forever.
know Neil?
Neil.
The one with the beard
The one, yeah.
and the dreads.
I don't think you ever met.
He met Neil.
I gotta get a name so I can know it.
You
I gotta
okay.
get a name and a face
So-
so I can know it.
I'm the one that like does most of the cooking. Neil and Nico, they cook too. Right, but I do most of the cooking.
Mm-hmm.
When the whole thing started up, it was Neil's idea saying, we're not doing nothing on
It was
Sundays.
Tay's idea, but okay.
It was Tay's? Okay, well, Tay told Neil and Neil told me, so I think it's Neil's idea. Why don't we? Because now we're thinking, boom, what about instead of Memorial Drive, we go by Sam Club on Mountain Industrial?
Mm-hmm.
We're thinking.
Right now, is that what you're thinking? Or
Yeah.
then?
Now.
Right this second?
Yeah.
I think you should come to Marlin Park, or you should go to a park. Because this is weather's warming up, people bringing their kids out. Everybody don't got their tag return. People coming, people coming to the park. We can be out there on Saturday, but we finna do it for free. But shit, if you out there sell plates, they got the top on it. But
Yeah, but we're like thinking about like not a location and shit. We really wanted to get like something mobile, the mobile kitchen, the trailer shit.
mm-hmm.
We
Food
wanted
truck.
food truck, whatever.
So now we're in this year.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so, or whenever shit happens. Cause I mean, it's not like we really have the money. We're just making plans. And shit
You got the
happens.
mindset.
Yeah,
That's what.
we make plans and shit happens. You know what I mean?
No, that's the mindset. That's not money.
We don't really have crazy money. We don't, we don't have it like that.
Don't say that, because you go manifest that.
Yep.
You got the mindset, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So boom. At what point do you decide that, hey, you know, I kind of want to start doing this on my own?
Ever since I started Memorial.
So
Since
once
we
you
started
start,
selling
yeah.
and I get the felt of it, then I say, yeah, I want to start doing this. Because it's not pressuring you at work. Boss telling you, hey, do this, do that.
Let's
Or-
speak about them.
Huh?
Let's speak about them.
Who is them?
Them bosses.
No, I don't want to talk like specific and shit. But like general, you at work, your boss say 30 minutes, you gotta do that, and that. You know what I mean? When you're working with yourself, you probably go faster, but you probably don't. But while doing it, you're having fun with it.
Right.
So it doesn't feel like nothing.
That's
Like work don't feel like work when you're doing shit for yourself. You out there doing your construction, you having fun doing that shit.
I love.
Yeah,
Man,
exactly.
somebody just showed me.
You could do 12
bad
hours and
day.
you don't even know that is shit. I just did 12 hours today. Didn't feel like nothing.
All right.
That's
When you at
the
work,
question,
you
the
do.
first question you asked.
Who? Yeah. I guess it's still going back to security.
All of it. Oh yeah, all of it ties in.
Yeah. So that.
So whenever you start going out there with Neil
And Nico.
and Nico, you're working under them, but you start to realize I could do this on my own.
No, it's not. It's not none of us working under like each other. It's like us working together.
They always.
You know,
bring
it's
each
not
other
like
together.
a one person thing. It's like all three of us.
Okay. So okay. So boom, working with the restaurants. The only time you've ever worked with under somebody is working in a restaurant. But whenever you guys started doing the grilling
It's
on
a-
Memorial,
Yeah.
that's a team effort. That's
Yeah.
all right. I'm coming up, and if I don't want to come out, I'm not coming up. But I'm coming up because this is what I love to do.
Mm-hmm.
So when does that mindset kick in? When does that when do you get the realization that actually I want to do this by myself
No.
now? So where's your mental state at right now? Because now we're at right now.
Entrepreneurship.
Huh?
Entrepreneur.
Oh,
Entrepreneur.
What you thought I said?
You don't understand.
El Chopper.
Hop on point.
You get what I'm saying. You've been knowing stuff that I'm saying. You just want to make fun of my work.
no, I didn't hear you.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. Yeah, that's definitely the word.
What I say?
Entrepreneur.
What did I say? What
That's the
time?
word.
1040.
Which I got to slide. We've had a great interview. If you got to
Yeah.
slide, you can slide.
No. Can finish.
Well, we're right around here. We got like the max that I've done with his ass. We did like 15, 20 more minutes in this one, but we've had a great interview because we're at this point right now. My final question, actually, if you guys really do got to slide, is what I just asked. Where's your mental state at right now?
Shit, more money.
I feel like
Cause I mean, shit gotta get stuff.
think about it from like before and where you was before and where you at now.
I'm great. I'm doing much more better, but I mean,
How do you?
you gotta
feel?
learn how to be your best. I feel great.
So-
I feel fucking awesome. You know what I mean? We out there on Memorial Drive. I'm saying shit. You feel proud of yourself? Like when you see the people coming, like crowds
And then
of
people get
coming.
the food, them smiling, happy.
and like their reaction
Mm.
makes me feel good. You know what I mean? When somebody eats my food and
I
say,
feel like
That's happiness.
yeah, that makes me feel
That's
good.
happiness.
Yeah.
What about you? Where you at right now mentally?
I don't like it when you say on Memorial Drive.
Stop. It is Memorial Drive.
I just
the
hate it.
backyard. When I'm at the backyard, when I'm
It just
on,
irritates
what should I say?
Because what we were saying today, you kept saying, "Oh, when I'm out there on Memorial, like making it seem like you just be on the street." I don't like it.
What should
I don't
I
know.
on
It
the
just sounds
street,
weird
though.
to me.
He's saying
You're
that
not
like-
on Memorial. You're
That's where he's setting up shop right now.
No.
That's what
on
you
the
say
drive.
too, right? You say Memorial Drive.
When I
right?
work at a job, if I'm working in Latonia, I'm
You
be
say
like,
the
man, I'm
road.
out here on Deshaun.
Yeah.
I'm out here on.
Where do
I'm
you
out
work?
here. I'm out here on.
Boxing.
I work at Best Care Dental.
And where's Best Care Dental?
He has 4 different offices.
But you don't work at all four, do you? Or
I
do
do
you?
work at
You work at all
Oh
four.
no.
So what if you ain't work
No, I
all
don't.
four?
It's just a. It's just a. It's just a. Preference. That's what
yeah.
it is. It's just a preference.
I don't know. I'm happy. I'm happy I'm doing something that actually does make money, you know? Not the best. I mean, not yet, but because I am just starting off, but I'm happy that I am doing something.
By the way, this is my loctician. So how's that going for you?
Doing hair? I don't do hair as much as I used to because I be so busy.
Yeah, it's okay. Busy.
You see when okay.
Yeah,
I be
man, I'm
so
making fun of her
busy.
words because she making fun of my words. She be so busy.
I be so busy with work and stuff, so I don't really have time, but I do try to make time for like whoever, you know, still wants me to do their hair. But yeah.
So you guys are both in a happy mental state because
Yeah.
you're securing your security, but at the same time you're working on your happiness, and then you don't even let happiness. You don't even let that play a
Don't let
factor.
nobody get in the way of my happiness. But what was I about to say? Yeah, we both working good jobs. We wanted a house, but honestly, we wasn't even ready for that. So the townhouse was like the next best thing from moving out of
That's
apartment.
a very big step.
Everything in our name. Got my own car. He got his own car.
Insurance in your name. Okay.
All
I love that one.
insurance. Well, both of our names. Yeah.
That I mean, you guys are
Yeah.
you're married.
On our
That's,
own
that's,
stuff.
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Our girl, she's healthy, not sick. She's
That's my baby niece right there. Now.
smart, doing stuff, you know. So it's like, well, like I feel happy.
Okay.
Like being able to go home and be like, yo, like this whole space is mine,
Ours.
ours. But when I'm there by myself, I'll be like, that shit is mine. But yeah, I like it.
So you guys are the first power couple that I've ever introduced. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. You guys, do you guys have any questions for me before we end this one?
Yeah, I got some questions for you.
Ask him away.
You already know what my question is.
Just
What is
ask. Shit. What is the question?
I already talked to you about it earlier when we first came.
So the camera off?
What?
Nah, you already know what we
No,
talked
she
about
can
earlier.
tell me and I can tell you because
Say
she's
it out
scared
loud.
to talk.
Say it
No.
out
Talk.
About you and that girl.
I'm gonna do my dad. I'm gonna be honest with you.
If
that
it
girl
happens,
cheated.
it happens.
It happens.
And it
That girl
happening.
cheated.
No, I'm
That
talking about
was-
business.
Oh no, me the way I. Nah, this is the interesting
We
thing.
talk.
The way that I personally want for it to happen is I want to have $1 million secured, and then I want to have 2 million, 4 million secured before I have a child. Personally,
Like
I
you would do.
believe. But this is life though. You never know how it's gonna pan out. Personally, I'd like to have like 4 or 5 mil in the bank account because what I want to do with my child is I want to have time so that they can take after me. Because what happened with my dad,
Yeah.
he had time, so obviously his work ethic, his mindset got the ability to be instilled in me, even though our time was limited. I think my dad died when I was 14, 15. So like it's really tough for me right now at this very moment because it's like I'm reaching so many milestones that I know that my father reached. And I'd like, because there's nobody that could really answer my questions like he would, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would prefer to conversate with him, but it's like I don't have that ability. But I would like to give that ability to my child. So what I want to try to do is have time to instill my mindset and my abilities into my child, boy or girl. That's question number 1. Question number 2 or no more?
No.
I'm ready for all of them. All right. Y'all see this power couple right here? They're handling it right. I want y'all to do it just like they did it because they the hardest.
I thought she was gonna ask us more like couple questions, not
We will. I'll do more interviews.
like what we do, like when shit happens. Or
That'll be next time. Can I get a second interview with you guys next week?
That's what I thought it was gonna be. That's why I was like, wait, what you about to ask?
Life questions this time. Next time, couple questions. That'll be okay. All right. So, Jason just ran to the bathroom, but Ayoko and Jason Henry. All right.